Alright guys, it is 5:28 in the morning. Let's get off to work. Let's go have a great day. Oh, and by the way, yesterday made the first car payment. Yep. Let's get going. Good morning! It is Monday, December 29th. Can you believe that? Gosh. We only have a couple more days until New Year's. So, here's the deal. Today, I will be over in the hub working 6-hour shift. So that is cool. Then after, Tiffany and Lil are going to go over to the village. They're going to have some mommy-daughter time. Me, on the other hand, I have foreign business stuff to take care of. I have to go take a phone over to Verizon. And on top of that, I got to take care of a few other things, paperwork-wise, behind the scenes, for Kurtz Global Media Incorporated, which is the company that owns the channel that we run and all that, which is how we write off all the stuff that we do. But yeah, basically today is gonna be, let's go to work, let's have a great day, and then let's have a fun afternoon. And I'll tell you something, boy, is it foggy today. But yeah, last night, I went ahead and I made the first car payment on the Mustang. The first payment toward ownership of this car. And I was like, yeah, this is cool. Because my goal is to get this thing paid down as quick as possible. And that means, let's just say, when I get a better job, okay, and I'm making the money I used to before, I can start putting, instead of $629 a month toward the car, I can try to put $1,000 toward the car and start paying more off. And then what that will do is it'll alleviate all that interest that I would have to pay on the loan. Because that is your biggest bad part when it comes to taking out car loans, the interest. Now, in full disclosure, Tiffany and I, we were still rebuilding our credit. Originally, we were quoted at 13% interest, and they got it down with Wells Fargo to a 10.9. So that's how they got the deal to work out and stay in my payment, including with the warranty and all the gap and everything. So that was great. I was happy about that. But yeah, I'm just so happy that we got the first payment out of the way. And that's the thing. I've heard so many people that they got their cars repoed, not even after the first payment, but even before it. Right when that first payment was due, that they couldn't make it on a car that they couldn't afford. And at first, I was thinking, yeah, I feel bad that they got their car repoed for not being able to make the payment, but at the same time, I wonder, with the entirety of the car market and all the options, was there a more affordable option that they could have picked to make it better? I don't know. Then again, certain things just happen out of nowhere. January. I would have never thought I would lose my IT job that easily. Especially at no basically wrongdoing of myself. That the entire brand would be shut down. That sucked. But you know what? It led me down this whole path to becoming a teacher, which has been an amazing path all on its own. Something which I have been enjoying quite a bit lately. Now, does this whole path scare me a bit? Yeah. But you know what? I'm just going along with the ride right now and just seeing where this path takes me. And yeah, I have an opportunity still that if I want to go to Penn State University, that so far I could. Now keep in mind, when it came to Penn State, I was on not really a full admission, but more like a we're going to see what happens kind of admittance. And that made me a little nervous. So what that meant is that they had to go ahead and review my transcripts. And at that point, then they could give me full admittance. But in the meantime, like, I could take a course and pay them $3,000 for that course plus, but it could lead to nowhere. That's the downside. So I'm gonna have to see where that road leads. UCF, I am still waiting to hear back from. Valencia, I actually start in the beginning of January. So that is totally cool. So I at least have something there. But let's go ahead. Let's get over to Universal. Let's go have an amazing day. And let's have fun. Because after all, that's what life is. It is just one fun time. Oh, and one more thing. If you see me online, okay? So on Reddit, I am using officially the Reddit username our-micro-family-dad. Okay? So yeah, our micro family dad. That is the actual official name that I will be taking up and that I have settled on and will be using. And that'll be my permanent name on Reddit. And of course, we do have our other accounts, our community on there as well. And we still have Facebook and others. But for now, let's go ahead, let's get going, and let's have an amazing day. And I will see you guys later when we get over to work. For you, it'll be 20 seconds. For me, it'll be a good 20 minutes. So let's get going. And let's just have a great day. I will tell you one thing. When I said about the fog earlier, I really meant it. I don't know how well you can see it, but yeah. There's definitely a fog that is out. And truly, it feels worse than yesterday. And this is Old Winter Garden Road, which will connect you over to Kirkman as well. And then that leads you right into Universal. But yeah, let's get over to work. Alright guys, so this here is Kirkman Road, and yes, it is that bad today. Let's go ahead and get over to work. Alright, and this here is Major Boulevard. And basically, this road here will take you right over to the parks, which is pretty cool. So if you ever wondered what these roads are that I've been taking, that's what they are. And the next one up is Universal Boulevard. And turn left here, it takes you right over to the parking garage. Let's get over there. coming in. Let's go park. All right, guys, it is now 6 o'clock. Let's go have an amazing day. Remember, it is just a 6-hour shift, so it will be a short shift, which I love for today. And I think we're gonna have, ooh, I have an idea for dinner. Teriyaki chicken rice bowl for dinner. That sounds really good. Yeah. Especially with the pineapple tidbits. There we go. But yeah, we'll get that while Tiffany does her thing. After we do our business stuff. But yeah, let's go ahead. Let's get going. Let's go have an amazing day. Because after all, remember what I tell you. Each day is what you make of it. You decide that. Not anyone else. So let's go make it a great one today. I'll see you in the afternoon. And yes, I wish I could bring you with. Unfortunately, they have a rule against that you can't record in the hub, which is where I work, and you can't record at the boat dock screening or take photographs. That's why any photos that you will see are outside of it or pointing outward. But yeah, let's go have a great day. I'll see you later. All right, guys, it is 12:31, and it is time to go ahead and get out of here. Today has been a really busy, jam-packed day throughout the entirety. Like, there was not one moment to just relax or to just take a breath. It was so fast-paced. And if you like that, oh my God, it was your speed and your pace. And honestly, I love it like that. I love it when it is fast-paced because time goes by quicker and you get done. So originally, as you know, I got in a bit early. So I went up there, got my stuff, and was like, all right. I saw that the hub was packed and I asked, hey, do you guys need any extra support early? And that's when they were debating on having me do it. Finally, they said, okay, we can allow it. And at that point, I was sent over to the buffet area, which is where I got those awesome photo spot shots of Twosome and of the Lighthouse Tower. But yeah, after that, I was down there until like 8:20, 8:19 or so. Came back up to the hub, and I have been working nonstop in the hub since then. I did have a 15-minute break, which was cool, but overall, it was hit the ground running and keep going. Constant stream of people. We had people backed up all the way down to the bus area and all the way to the parking garage. So it was a lot. But you know what? I love it when it gets like that, because that means that time goes by so quick. And that's amazing, especially if you love that kind of pace. But now, I am going to go ahead, get back to the helm area, get Tiff and Lil over to the village. I have business work to do for Kurtz Global Media. I also want to go over to either Dunkin' or Starbucks and grab an iced coffee. I can't decide which one. It'll be a little bit of a treat since I'm doing all this running around and everything. I might as well get something while I'm out. But yeah, let's go ahead, and tomorrow I will be down in the bus loop, I found out. Basically answering questions and doing general stuff like that. And if it got busy like it is today, they would pull me back up and have me do coverage up in the hub. So there's that too. let's just get home to a beautiful girl now. Kiss on her, enjoy a little bit of time, and then take them out after I change, of course. But yeah, it's been an amazing day, that's for sure. And that's the thing. Just like with any job, you'll have bad days, you'll have great days, slow days, fast days. But you just gotta take it at an average. If your average work environment is crap, then yeah, then I wouldn't recommend being there. But on the other hand, if your average work environment is decent, then yeah, I say stick it out until you do find something better. That's my recommendation. Now, for me, keep in mind, I also have substituting as a backup as well. But, like many jobs, it's kind of seasonal, if you will. Meaning that there are periods when I would be out of work because the kids are off from school. So take that into account. But for now, let's go ahead and let's get home to Tiff. Let's do it. My Tiffany! Hold on, so I come home and you are all lounged about,
Yeah.
No.
It's nice and cozy. And warm.
I have spent 7 hours over at Universal working hard. And she's just laying under the blanket chilling.
Only for the last hour.
For the last hour was my busiest hour!
Up the whole time since 4 o'clock. I don't want to hear it. And I've been doing stuff. I finally get to sit down.
I've been up since 4 o'clock.
Yes, and I finally get to sit down.
I haven't sat down.
Well, you can't now.
No, because I gotta take you over to the village.
Yeah, I know.
You?
All right.
You little... Get over here.
Ow.
Back.
Yes.
You know what? Don't turn this face around too much.
Yes.
You might actually just pass out.
For a second, my eyes are watering.
Aw, tears of happiness of seeing me home. We'll go with that. Guys, it has been an amazing day. Let's go ahead, let's get changed because while I was driving home, Tiffany went ahead and got me a change of clothes ready. So let's make use of that. And let's get going over to the Winter Garden Village. We also have to drop off a phone over there. And then we have to go over to either Dunkin' or Starbucks to get me an iced coffee. Either way, I am getting a cold drink. I deserve it. It has been a long day. Let's do it. Alright guys, it is now, what, 1:23?
It is?
I don't know. You have a clock.
No, yes.
Alright, now exactly 1:24. It is time to go ahead and get over to the Winter Garden Village, where they will be shopping a little. I have Verizon to take care of. And I'm going to get me a freaking iced coffee.
Sounds good.
Yes. It definitely does.
Yes. So my belly's growling. The moment
Yeah,
you said
well.
iced coffee.
It also wants your dinner tonight. What will that be?
Oh. I have no idea.
You know what? I pose a challenge to you to make a dinner exclusively from Target.
And subscribe.
On your own. You have to pick out everything. Baby. All
You
right.
know I really suck at that.
All right. I'm not going to make you do that. Come here. No, I'm not going to make you do that.
I mean, I could come up with dinners on my own, but I always forget something.
And it's usually a crucial element.
Yes, it is.
Guys, let's go ahead. Let's get over to Burlington to start with. Then on from there. Let's get going. No, I missed you. Did you have a good day today without me? Are you still sick? Don't sound too bad, so that's good. She just wants to get going. She knows what today is. Shopping day. Alright guys, let's go ahead and let's get going. It's a great day today. That is for sure. Alright guys, it is 1:44 now that we got the girls dropped off. Let's go ahead and let's go over to Verizon and get that phone taken care of. And then on to coffee, which is desperately needed. Alright, so I was just trying to park over by Verizon. That was not working. So now I'm over here on the main stretch of the village, trying to get parking. The guy in front of me just snagged a spot. Oh my god, there's a spot opening. This is so lucky for us. This is good. Because yeah, the village right now at 150 on a Monday is jam-packed. There we go. And what's funny is the store that we are right across from, that one right there, used to be a Forever 21. Before that, it was actually a Barnes & Noble as well. And they also had a little coffee stop in there as well, which was cool. It's a shame that it went away. I miss Barnes & Noble. Miss having bookstores. That was the one thing of the late 90s and early 2000s I really miss, genuinely. Or how we used to have bookstores everywhere. And now it seems like they're non-existent everywhere. Every now and then you'll see a sprinkle of one or two. A Books A Million here or there, but not like it used to be. Back then you would have Walden Books, you had Borders, Barnes & Noble, Books A Million. There was a few others too, but you had a lot of them popping up. But yeah, let's go into Verizon. We have a little bit of a walk. Well, let's get this done and get coffee. So yeah, over here you got Ajay Sushi, you got J. Crew Factory, K Jeweler, you also got Pink by Victoria's Secret, and then Bath & Body. On the other side you do have Carter's, Oshkosh, a Nike outlet, and then you also have like a dental place and some other cool stuff. But yeah, we are going over to Verizon for now. So let's go ahead, let's go over there. And let's see how busy it is. But yeah, right around the corner is our Verizon store. Now we just gotta make sure we just don't get hit. I'm trying to get over there. But yeah, over here we got Verizon. We also have AT&T, who, as you know, we did have bad issues with when it came to streaming back then. South Beach Tan & Co. and Five Guys. Or your usual good stuff. Let's go into Verizon. Alright, we are now done, and I swear it took longer to find a parking space than it did to actually go ahead and take care of that transaction. So now we are all good to go. Let's go ahead, let's get back to the home stretch of Dunkin' or Starbucks. I am thinking Dunkin', a black iced coffee, no cream, no sugar, no anything in it, just coffee and ice. There we go. That sounds really good right now. Let's go do that.
How can I help you?
Hi, could I please get just a large black iced coffee?
Large ice black. Anything else?
Nope, that'll be it, please.
All right, $4.78.
All right, thank you.
You're welcome.
There we go. Yeah, because honestly, I really am trying to do good. And not just for a video's sake, but also for my own self and my own sake as well. That's why I'm really trying to do better at this. And not to mention for Tiffany, for Lil, for everyone like that, you know? You only get one life. Might as well make it a long one while you can. So that's what I'm trying. Unfortunately, there's other external things that could come at me. There's a car that could hit me out of nowhere. There's cancer that you could acquire from somewhere. There's all kinds of other contributing factors, but what I can control is what I put into my body. And that's what I'm going to try to do better at. Let's go ahead, let's enjoy our black iced coffee, and then later we'll get dinner, you know? And there we go. If I have to admit to one annoyance I do have about the Mustang, besides the lack of cup holders, it would have to be the fact that I have yet to find a reasonable place to put my camera. Not joking. That would have to be my biggest negative that I could think of. Black iced coffee. See? No cream, no sugar. Just pure goodness. But yeah, that would be my only drawback. Because like right now, you're sitting on top of one of the screens in the car. And yeah, you're just like precariously perched there. Where if I just drive off, you're gonna fling backwards or you're gonna fling forward. And I've had that issue on the left side over here too. Where if I drive off quick at all, you'll fly right forward. And I try to edit that out, but still, it happens. But for now, let's go ahead. I want to go ahead and get home, start taking care of the business stuff that we need to. The girls are in the village. We got our coffee. We took care of Verizon. We are doing really good so far. Let's keep going with it. Why not, you know? Let's do it. Now, if I would have done a Goodwill day where I go into Goodwill and see what's new, I would not have gotten my drink first because they don't allow food or drinks in there. But yeah. Let's go ahead, let's get going. It's a beautiful day, mind you. It really is. Black iced coffee from Dunkin'. Extremely good. I love it. Okay, so here is where we are at right now. It is 3:35, okay? And the problem is Verizon on the business plan is on hold until they process a lot of stuff on their back end, and that's okay. I'll give them the time. I'll keep paying my bill as I need to, and then we'll get that squared away. Now, the other problem is FSU, Florida State University. They're still wanting me to go ahead and apply. I keep getting all their emails. Hey, finish up your application, all this. And yeah, I have no problem with that. And that's all cool. The only thing is their program is 2026 fall. So that would be after UCF would even start. UCF, if I go with them, summer. If I go with Penn State, spring, which is January. Which is like 2.5 weeks away. So yeah, there's all that to deal with. And honestly, it's in a short time span too. The only thing that I'm not too fond of when it comes to Penn State University, and I said this before and I'll say it again, is how it's a provisional acceptance, meaning they have to go over my transcripts and then can go ahead and fully accept me. Now, why is that a problem? Let's say I go ahead and I sign up for a class, I go ahead and start said class, and then they said, okay, unfortunately we cannot accept you because of your school, or you didn't have enough math credits before, and we need you to take this course too. Well, basically, if I have to take trig and calculus, there's another almost $8,000 that's going to be added to my bill. And I have to think about that because basically, that's quite a lot of money. $8,000, you know? So yeah, I have to think about that. Rollins College. It's a private university out of Central Florida here. And they are well known as well. They also want me to finish up with them. And honestly, they have a really good program. And I know you're wondering, well, why haven't you finished with them? And I think if I remember correctly, the main reason is I was waiting to get some information back from them. But yeah, what I really wanted to go ahead and find out was basically, hey, when it comes to your master teaching, do you require a statement of eligibility in that subject prior or not, basically? Some do, some don't. So I needed to go ahead and put that out there and figure that out. But yeah, they also have like a $50 application fee. University of Florida, well, actually FSU, sorry. They were a $30 application fee. But right now, what I want to focus in on is Penn State and UCF. Those are my core ones right now. And both offer amazing programs. Then I also have Valencia, which, as you know, I'm already with. And that I start in basically a couple weeks as well. So that is cool. Basically, we got a lot going on. And it is all at once. I'll tell you, it has just been back to back. Rush. Get this stuff in order. What needs to be done? How can I get this accomplished? And that's the thing, is that once all these puzzle pieces are in their perfect spot, I will be so thrilled, because then I can just go, okay, let's focus in on this and then this. That is the best part. But right now, everything else is falling into place. I could not be happier, even if I wanted to be. That is another part. And that's the thing.
Like and subscribe.
Yeah, I have no clue. But yeah. Valencia will be open back up January 4th. And they're on winter break till the college reopen and services resume January 5th. Perfect. So that's all good. Even though I don't need any books. And the one textbook that's going to be coming through the post will be later on. So that's good. But yeah, I'd say so far, everything is looking like it's going pretty darn good and steady. And that's the best part of all right now. But let's go ahead. Let's take a break. Take a little breather moment. Focus in on what we need to. And then just keep moving along steadily. Because after all, that's what we can do right now. That's the best course of action. Oh, that reminds me. I do actually want to get into order history. Yeah, I'm gonna have to go into a different bookstore. The text one. Because I gotta see where my actual textbook is. Oh. Interesting. It was actually delivered 2 days ago. What was 2 days? So it was delivered Saturday. Oh, that's right. We didn't check the mail Saturday. No, we checked it on the day before. So we checked it the day after Christmas. But yeah, I gotta go over to the post box and get the book out of there. Yeah, it's weird that I actually have a physical textbook for a course as well. But I'm happy I actually got that in time as well. But other than that, everything is going good. The other thing that I'm trying not to do as well is stack myself with too much, where I have too many overlapping courses and then work and then everything else. So that's another part that I'm trying to do as well. But yeah, we'll go ahead, go get the textbook later on when Tiff calls and says, hey, I'm done, can you come get us? But other than that, let's go and have a chill moment now. I think I might even... No, I don't have time to switch out the car mats and vacuum it. Although I do want to do that before I leave on Friday. And if you guys forgot, Thursday, okay, which is New Year's Day, I am off. But I'm going to be actually with the girls on Thursday, which will be awesome. And I think we might even go to the mall, we'll see. But Friday, I actually have my St. Augustine trip planned out. And with Lil, she's not a big fan of St. Augustine, so I'm going to leave her and Tiff at home and think of it like a mental clarity day. Every now and then, and if you're new to the channel, okay, if you just joined the family by subscribing, basically every now and then I take these trips up to St. Augustine, sometimes with the girls, sometimes by myself, and it gives me a mental clarity day where I can just let everything go in my head and just think about what's actually important, what I can accomplish, how I should accomplish it, and what I can just toss away. Like right now, she just said I'm in Target. Cool, I love you and miss you. Yeah, since we are in Apple ecosystem, I can actually just text her right from the laptop here. But yeah, I said don't worry about dinner. We can do something together to figure it out. Or do you have ideas? I bet you she doesn't. No, I don't, unfortunately. Neither do I. Cabbage soup with no bread. If you've seen Willy Wonka, you'll get the cabbage soup reference with no bread. It's getting harder eating healthier. I love this girl. She's so much fun. But yeah, basically that's where we're at right now. I'm not going to apply for any more schools. I'm not going to pay $50 to Rollins, $30 toward FSU, And not to mention, there's one other element that I don't necessarily like. And that is the part where you got to go ahead. I'll be done soon, hopefully. Sure. I don't like how, for a lot of these colleges, that you have to go and submit letters of recommendation. And the reason why I say that, okay, is whenever I do a college, some of these, I have to submit letters of recommendation. So then I gotta go bother my old friends and say, hey, look, and my old work colleagues, can you write a letter of recommendation? Well, I did it for Penn State once. Penn State declined me. Then I went back to Penn State. I was like, hey, what about this program? Then they were like, okay, get your letters of recommendation in, and then we should be good. So yeah. Then it became a transcript issue. Now I'm waiting for the transcript to be reviewed. With UCF, I don't think I needed... No, I didn't need any letters of recommendation, so that was cool. But if I did FSU, if I did Rollins, then I do. So then I gotta go back to my people again and go, hey, look, I need you to write 2 more. Or you just copy and paste. But yeah. After a while, it can be quite taxing on people that you're asking for this kind of help. And that's one thing I try not to bother people with too much right now. Especially as we're getting through the holidays. We're getting through New Year's. They have jobs, they have lives, they have relatives in. And I don't want to have to be another burden on them. But other than that, let's go ahead. Let's get ready. We'll go ahead, get Tiff soon. Watch her cry over trying to figure out dinner. Honestly, I haven't even eaten anything today except for breakfast, a peanut butter bagel with some honey on it, some blueberries. And then I had like 2 pretzel rods when I got home. One when I got home, one when I got back from dropping them off. At least it wasn't a donut. Alright, Tibby. And it's not a sugar-loaded coffee. But yeah, let's just have a chill moment now. It's been a great day. Alright guys, it is now 4:20. Let's go ahead. Let's get over to Target. Get Tiff. Figure out what the heck we're doing for dinner. Because she still doesn't know. And I don't know. And we're trying to do better than last month or so. But yeah, let's go ahead. Let's get over to Target and try to figure this out. Oh, gosh. I bet you she forgot about that $18 steak that's in the fridge or is in the freezer. You remember the chopped up kind that we were going to use for a rice bowl one time? Yeah. I have a feeling that we're going to have to throw that away. Let's get going. Now on the Target to go ahead and figure out dinner. Still a gorgeous car. I love it. An amazing driving experience too. Let's get going. It's a beautiful day. Alright, let's go ahead. Alright, that is a nice Mustang right there. I think a V6. Nope, GT V8 model. Nice. Alright guys, let's go ahead and let's go figure out dinner with Tiff. It has been a long day, that is for sure. Let's get going. Alright, so we actually ran into a problem. The idea I had, carb spaghetti, they don't have here. Tiffany's tired. I think we're going to do an audible hungry. Of a panda meal tonight.
Yeah.
How's that sound though?
Yeah.
Panda?
Yeah, I'd tell.
Alright.
That's fine.
Panda. What time is it?
4:41.
Yeah, let's just do panda.
Okay.
Alright, let's get going.
Hey.
All right, let's go ahead and now get dinner. This is why she shouldn't bring so much. You know that?
Yeah.
She just drops everything. She gets it from her mommy. Let's get going.
Because I already did that today while I was out.
I don't.
It was wood.
I don't even want to know. But it is a beautiful night. Look at that sky. That is just gorgeous. Let's get going. Alright guys, let's go into Panda Express and let's get dinner. It has been a long day.
Yes, it has been.
And she looks stressed, tired, and still coughing. With that dry cough. Let's go get dinner. Alright, so we did run into an issue where they are basically out of everything that we wanted.
Yeah.
So we're gonna wait. It is 5:38. They're saying about 10 minutes. That's not too bad. And then we can eat fresh food.
Yes, we can.
Well, we'll take it home and it won't be as fresh, but still.
It's still fresh enough.
Yeah. Let's do it.
Alright.
5:54. We're waiting right now, and they went ahead. They took down all of our orders onto the actual bowl and the plates, so that way it'll be good and ready. Let's see what time we get out of here. It's 5:54. And keep in mind they're super busy tonight, and they're getting orders in like crazy from Uber Eats stuff, so the remote delivery stuff. Yeah, it's pretty bad. They are that busy. We picked a bad night for Panda. I think so. 6:01, half an hour, and we are finally done.
Why are you chatting?
Half an hour it took to get
Hold on.
our Panda meal. Let's get home and eat. Alright guys, it is now 6:53 and it's time for an outro. Today has been a long day over in the hub working and over at Buffett as well. Then going ahead and taking care of some stuff at home that needed to be done. And finishing up with an excruciatingly long wait for a dinner. Which turned out to be okay. Honestly, the Panda Express meal, I got the sesame beef and shrimp. Along with the orange chicken, I went with the half of white rice portion and super greens. Though honestly, it took longer than fast food should take, to be quite honest. It really did. But it is what it is. And you know, that's the problem when we have so many of these Uber Eats and DoorDash orders that fly in. Sometimes the restaurant that you go to, the fast food place, will neglect the actual in-house guest, which tends to be a problem. But what can you really do? You know, you go up, you try to complain, you try to say something, and really, it's going to be tuned out, you know? So, really, the best thing to do is basically what I do. Just go out and don't go back for a while. You know? That's about it. Would I rather just take a drive over to City Walk and have Panda over there? Yeah, and then you could go downstairs and get a butterbeer after. There's a cool idea, you know? But overall, it was a decent meal. I'll give him credit on that. Timeliness,
Like and subscribe.
not good. Cleanliness of the restaurant, the entire place was a disaster. It honestly, and not to be like that, but it looked like everybody had just gotten up and just abandoned their plates and food and left all the trash there. It was a mess. And I actually felt so bad for the staff of the restaurant there. They would have to take care of all that. And here they are trying to take care of new guests coming in while taking care of drive-thru and also all these orders that are flying in from the apps. So really, I did feel bad for them on that part. But it is now time to end the day. After all, it is 6:56, going on 7 o'clock. I have to be back up tomorrow at 5-ish or so. And with that being said, I hope you have a good night. Thank you so much for everything. And I will see you tomorrow. Good night, everyone. Go get some sleep now. It's been a long enough day. And we got a long day tomorrow, too. Because we're going to be in the bus loop. Let's see how that goes. Good night.
But I know we won't give this up. Sometimes I lose my mind.